What's up you guys, ni Mimi and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? It's been a minute. It's been a month to be specific. But of course I have reasons for that. They're gonna sound like excuses, but they were legitimate reasons at the time. I was getting ready for my exams and I had so many cats in school. So it was just really hectic finding time to edit videos, finding time to even record the videos. I did record some of the videos. Like I said, I was going to be starting a journey thing where I wouldn't straighten my hair till the next year, that is. I still haven't straightened my hair at all, so I'm still holding true to the journey, although there were some problems with the onion juice usage for hair growth, which I will be informing you in the onion juice video, which I think will be uploaded after this. But now I have some free time and I'm back. This video is gonna be about my skincare routine. I know I'm here talking about skincare routines, and look at this pimple. Look at it. And this one. These pimples are quite recent. Wow. These pimples are quite recent. Before that, my skin was completely clear. I think they came about due to stress, hormones. I'm not so sure what exactly it is, and also I started using a new medication, so probably that's what has prompted a little breakout. But prior to this, people would ask me in real life, not online because I have no friends online, but people in real life would ask me what my skincare routine was, how I keep my skin glowing, how I keep my skin pimple free. And like most people who have seen like my skin journey from acne, from really bad acne to this is an improvement. I'm out here slaying. Like, y'all didn't even know my struggle. So I'm here to post a skincare routine. I know I'm saying it's a lot of people, but there were probably like 5 to 10, but that's a lot of people for me. The first thing in my skincare routine is, if you have a skin problem, okay, you know, a skin issue, I would advise you to go see a dermatologist. Yes. I know it's quite pricey to go see a dermatologist and all of that, but I can't tell you my skincare routine is what has been making my skin look like this without informing you that I did go to a dermatologist. My skin was terrible, so bad, an F. It was bad, and I owe most of this development in my skin to the dermatologist that I'm seeing. So I'm not going to advise you to like, oh, you know, use this and your skin is going to become smooth, or use this and your skin is going to become smooth. I just advise you to go see a dermatologist, seek their opinion, find out what it is that your skin is going through, what it is you can do to help it. And yeah, that's my first step. Go see a dermatologist if you feel like you have a skin problem, because trust me, you can do all of these things out here on YouTube. You can Google about all the ways to help your skin, you know. Use apple cider vinegar, which does work for some people. Use aloe vera gel, which does work for some people, but it might not necessarily work for you. So I do suggest you go see a skin specialist who can tell you how to help your skin, yours. And disclaimer, everything that I'm saying in my video are things that are working on my skin. I am not saying it will work for everyone's skin, but this is what I am doing because I have been asked what it is I am doing. This is what I am doing. And my second tip, which isn't necessarily a tip, these aren't even tips really, they're like steps. So my second step is I changed what it is I drink. I'm sure by now everyone knows that whatever you put into your body will reflect outwards. If you eat good food, you will see yourself with better skin, better hair, less basically physical problems, depending on what it is you put into your body. If you put crap into your body, of course you're gonna get crap results on your physical. So when I say I changed what I drink, is I mean that I drink teas, I drink a lot of water, I drink green smoothies, even when I go like out to have lunch or to have dinner elsewhere, I rarely order like juices these days. I order either water or a tea, or I order a green smoothie. Green smoothies, I have to say, are my favorite these days. They taste so good, and they have so many benefits for you. You can also make them at home. There are many recipes that you can use to make them at home. I have a couple recipes that I use, like kale with apple, cucumber, or not, yeah, cucumber, pineapple, and just blend it all together and drink it. It's really, really good. Then I squeeze in some lemon and also add some ginger, and yeah, you know, I have my green smoothie. So when I say I changed what is I drink, it means I drink things more on the healthier side. And like, if you find yourself getting bored with drinking water, because this is my water bottle, I drink basically 2 liters each day. I try to. I rarely carry this around though, because it's quite heavy and it can't really fit in my bag, but I do try to finish this whole bottle by the end of the day. And if you're the kind of person who finds drinking water boring, maybe it tastes bland, you can try the tea idea. There are a couple of teas that I really like using. There's one which the name I don't know, but it's in a pink packet. Yeah, so there's one that's in a pink packet that I really like. I take sweet chamomile tea. I take this tea from Kericho Gold, pineapple and mango tea. I also was taking apple and cinnamon, which is probably my favorite, but it's over. So yeah, I drink a lot of teas, and that helps also with my water intake, because as I'm taking the tea, I'm taking in water. Hydrate, stay hydrated. So yeah, that's my second step, and I feel like that has overall helped with the outward appearance of my skin. Now, my third step, which if I do not mention this, I don't even know where I'm going with my skincare routine, is before I wash my face, before I touch my face, before I cleanse my face, before I do anything to my face, I wash my hands. Hands are probably the dirtiest part of your body. They touch everything, anything, and anyone. So before you take those nasty germs and put them on your skin, wash your hands. Even before I take out my makeup, I first cleanse my hands. Then I cleanse my face, I scrub, I mask, I do everything, but I do all that with clean hands. That's very important, because you don't want to be transferring all the bacteria you've gathered up during the day to your face, because that's gonna irritate your face. And bacteria can cause acne or acne breakouts. I scrub, but because I don't buy expensive scrubs, I just use usual things to scrub my face. So I use Epimax. Epimax is a moisturizer that my dermatologist recommended for me. So I'm not out here telling you to go buy Epimax to scrub your face, just that I scrub my face. So you can use whatever it is to use to scrub your face. So I use Epimax, I can use olive oil, or I can use argan oil. And the thing that I used as the abrasive is I use blended sugar. So it's like powdered sugar, I guess, which I take sugar and I blend it in that small little blender thing that comes with the blender, I guess, and that's what's used to make powder. So I blend my sugar in there, and that powdered sugar is what I mix with my Epimax or with my olive oil and argan oil and scrub my face with it. This way my face is not getting harsh chemicals on it, and also I feel like it's cheaper that way, because I don't need to go out and buy a very expensive scrub. So it's a win-win, it's a win-win. Now my fifth step is I use masks. I use the simplest kinds of masks. Like, I don't do anything expensive. I don't have that money, but if you subscribe, I might get that money. So subscribe. So I use bentonite clay masks, which is very beneficial for the skin. It detoxifies your skin, it opens your pores, it cleanses your pores. Like, bentonite clay does a lot for your skin and for your hair. That's one of the masks I use. Another mask I use to tighten my skin and make sure like I don't get any wrinkles. I'm lifting my eyebrows, no wrinkles at all. and to make sure I don't get any wrinkles and my skin is nice and tight, is an egg mask, where I use the egg white and I mix in some, like a tablespoon of honey, whisk it together and put it on my face until it dries, and that's one of the masks I use as well. I think I just use those two masks. I use egg and honey and bentonite clay, and bentonite clay you can get it for as cheap as 450 a packet or 500 a packet, and it will last you for a very, very long time. My sixth tip is I cleanse my face twice a day to thrice a day. I know thrice seems a lot, but personally I go to the gym. I'll cleanse it in the morning, I'll cleanse it after my workout, and usually before I get into bed I cleanse my skin once again so that I can sleep with a fresh face. So sometimes I cleanse my face thrice a day, but mostly I cleanse it twice. And what I used to cleanse is Oilatum. I don't have the box right now, but I'll insert a picture here, I think. So I use Oilatum to cleanse my face, and when I cleanse my face, I cleanse it twice. I cleanse twice a day, but I cleanse twice during my cleansing. Do you get what I'm saying? I wash my face first, and then I wash it again. So I wash twice with Oilatum. I think you get it. And then my seventh tip is I use a toner. And I don't use an expensive toner. I even make my toners. I make my toners sometimes. A toner can be as simple as just some green tea or milk on your face, to as complicated as buying an actual cleanser. So for me, most times I would, not a cleanser, an actual toner. I'm talking about toning, sorry. So for me, I either use natural toners, which is green tea, cucumber, milk, because each of them have their own benefits. Green tea helps like fade dark spots and hyperpigmentation. Milk helps with, it has lactic acid, so it burns away the dead skin cells and it brightens your face. It brightens and whitens dark spots. Cucumber is cooling. So, you know, all these things have their own benefits, and they're mostly, you can actually find these products in actual toners. So the thing I do is I just use them in the natural state. They might not be as strong as toners with chemicals in them, but I'm pretty satisfied with them. Also, I have this toner that I got from Glow Secret. I think it's a vitamin C toning pad, and I use it after I cleanse my face and just, you know, let the toner absorb into my skin. My eighth tip is I moisturize my skin after every wash. I know that people who have oily skin might want to leave their skin unmoisturized because you're gonna produce enough sebum for it anyway. Like, it's gonna get oily regardless of whether moisturizing or not, but it's really, really, really important to moisturize your skin, because that way your skin doesn't need to produce as much sebum, which could lead to breakouts and all that nasty stuff that we don't want. So I actually started realizing that when I moisturize my skin, I have less breakouts, which is one of the reasons why I'm starting to break out now, because I think my skin is overproducing sebum, because before it wasn't producing sebum, and that's because I changed what I use on my face because of my dermatologist. I recently changed it to Dermalan because that's what my doctor prescribed for me. Please don't go out and buy Dermalan saying Makena told you use Dermalan. Tafadhali, please. Because Dermalan doesn't have as much of a moisturizing effect as Oilatum, my skin is probably overproducing sebum. So that's why I'm breaking out. But these weren't here. So moisturize your face after every wash, regardless of whether you have oily skin or not. Trust me, when I didn't moisturize my face wasn't as smooth as when I was moisturizing my face. Now, my ninth tip is sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important, you guys. Like, melanoma is an actual thing, and regardless of your skin color, I have a lot of melanin, so I can fight the UV rays, but still my skin needs that extra protection so that it's not fighting this war on its own. Do you get me? And the sunscreen I use, I got it from Glow Secret. I cannot pronounce this name, but there you have it. My 10th step is I always keep my hair out of my face. I don't know if it's just me, but my face seems to react to my hair. I don't know if it's because of the sebum that's in my hair or the skin products that are in my hair, but whenever my hair is touching my face, probably in hairstyles when my hair is open, you know, I've combed it and the wind is blowing it, I am going to get the most painful breakouts ever. Like, there will be large pus-filled pimples on my face, and it's terribly painful. And I started realizing when I keep my hair out of my face is doing much better. Try and keep your face out of your hair. What the fuck? With hairstyles that do not need your face, no, that do not need your hair to be in your face, you know. My 11th step is, after I cleanse my face with my oilatum, I usually cleanse my face with warm water. After that, I rinse my face. My final rinse will be with cold water. And the significance of this is when I'm washing my face with warm water, it opens up my pores and allows the dirt to like get out and my skin to get really squeaky clean. And then once I rinse it with cold water, I reduce the size of my pores. Not exactly close my pores, but I reduce the size of my pores. And if you're someone who puts on makeup, I usually don't, apart from like mascara and lipstick, but this is mostly for videos. In real life, I don't wear any makeup at all. And if you're someone who does like wearing makeup, the makeup goes on much easier, but also it protects your face from breaking out again, maybe from bacteria, because these pores that were opened by the hot water are closed up again, preventing bacteria from entering and irritating your pores. My 12th step is, I do not touch my face. Like I said, hands are dirty. They are very dirty. Keep them away from your face, because your hands will touch a door, will touch the railing, they will touch something in the matatu, they will help you fix your shoe, they will dust off dust that got onto your pants, they'll touch your hair and get your hair oil in them, and then you just put that on your face. I think you get it. And my last step, which is actually a trick, is eye drops. Yes, I know. Unconventional, is it not? This is actually a trick my mom taught me. My mom came up with the, okay, didn't come up with the idea, but my mom usually, when she has a pimple, like these pimples that I have, she'll take a bit of cotton wool, soak it with eye drops, and attach it onto the pimple. Because it's wet, it's gonna stick there. And then you sleep during the night with it, and when you wake up, your pimple will most probably be gone, depending on how big and how inflamed your pimple was. But something as small as this one's, if I put eye drops on them, it's gone. And the science behind this is that eye drops have either steroids or antibacterial properties or anti-inflammatory properties, and they're painkillers also. So if you have a very painful pimple and you do that, your pimple is gonna, one, cease to be as painful, two, cease to be as inflamed because of the anti-inflammatory properties. The bacteria that are causing that pimple will instantly be rid of, and basically your pimple is gonna go down. So that's one trick that I would like you guys to try. It works for me very well. If I have a pimple and I put that onto my skin, it goes away. Yeah, that was my short, not so short, simple skincare routine, and I will be back with my onion juice update and why I stopped using onion juice on my hair. Bye! Subscribe! Napenda!